Ulit naman. Hey guys, so it's 8 p.m. It's really dark and I wasn't able to read that much in the afternoon because I slept and then I did some cooking as well. So I'm still on page 87. So far, my thoughts with the Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter is that the first chapters were really packed with actions and we were really introduced right away with the magic system. There's no world building, no character building. The first chapter and the prologue, it was just right magic and action with dragons, and it was really overwhelming at first and at the same time really entertaining. It got me right into the book and I was invested after reading the first chapters. But then we reached around pages 60 and 70 and it changed the pacing into a really slow pacing. So I think this is where the world building and more of the character development starts, which is I not used to because based on my experience reading these types of genres on books and also categories of adult, I'm used to being introduced with what the premise is all about and then world building and character building, that kind of approach to the story. But the Rage of Dragons is different, so I kind of, adjusting to the style of the author. But it's working for me, so hopefully this will get better soon. And I'm almost on chapter 3, just a couple of pages. So let me just get back to reading. Hey guys, it's June 13 and I'm going back to the office tomorrow and I am not ready yet. I just woke up around almost 9 a.m. and that means I did probably a good reading before sleeping last night. I slept almost midnight, around 11 something, and I was able to read around 50 pages, so I'm already on chapter 4, 148. So hopefully today I have another entire day. I need to sleep early because I need to be up by 4:30 a.m. because my shift starts on 6. So we'll see how many pages will I read. I just have to prepare breakfast now and of course prepare coffee to start my day and then do some house chores, like minimal house chores. Then right after that we'll just get back to reading. Hopefully I will not be distracted by video games. And I downloaded the audiobook for The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter, so I can probably multitask. Like for example, I'm just going to start and listening while preparing breakfast, while sweeping the floor. So it's 5:26 a.m. and it's Sunday and I'm back in the office. It's 3:15 and I just got off the office going back to the condo and prepare some foods and snacks and dinner, then we'll get back to reading. So hey guys, I was finally able to go back to reading after one day of not reading. Today is June 15. Let me see. 7:26 p.m. Monday. Yesterday on June 14, I wasn't able to read even a single page because I was really busy doing some house chores and I was really tired in the office. Went out on the office around 3, went back home or arrived in the house almost 4, and then I did a lot of stuff, house chores, prepared dinner, and then I was really tired. I wasn't able to find the energy to grab the book and read, and the moment I hit the bed, and that was just really, tired and sleepy. So yeah, I'm really glad I was able to read 5 pages as of this moment by Evan Winter. It's not the fault of the book. The book is really good in terms of pacing. It's not boring. It's really awesome so far. I'm on the first 200 couple of pages, and almost chapter 7. It was really good. The pacing was epic, and the magic system, I'm loving it so far. The characters were acceptable. I'm not really into them as of this moment, but they were okay. The story is on point, so I can't really wait what's going to happen. Yeah, let me just go back to reading. I'll just probably read a chapter and then eat dinner, and then wash the dishes, and then go back to reading before sleeping. So wish me luck. Hey guys, it's already January 16, and today Cebu went back to the ACQ status, and yeah, it's tough times again. But anyways, going back to my progress, I am around 277, and it's 8:46 on Tuesday, so I need to go to bed by 10 or probably before 10. So yeah, probably I guess have to read a couple of pages, then take a bath, brush my teeth, and go to bed. And anyways, with regards to the story so far, I have noticed that the pacing on chapters 6, 7, and 8 probably slowed down. The pacing is really slower compared to the first 5 chapters. It's more because of the introduction or strengthening of the magic system, and also with the world building. There's nothing much about character development. It's just a usual character presentation and just normal speed of character development. But what I really noticed on page chapters 6, 7, and 8 was the world building is being solidified by the author, and also the magic system is being strengthened by the author. So if the first 5 chapters we were so entertained, we were hooked by the actions, the war, the magics, even though we don't know why it's happening, we're still buying it because it was so entertaining. Even though we keep asking ourselves, what are the stakes, where is the story going to, how is it going to end, where is the story going to, what's the direction the author wants us to take or wants his readers to experience. Those were some of the questions that we have for the first 5 chapters. But anyways, even though we do have most of those questions at early or the first quarter of the book, we're still not, or for me, I'm still not complaining, because the first quarter of the book was really entertaining, was really action packed, full of magic. It was an experience that you guys should need to experience if you're going to read this book, and I'm really excited for you to experience those. But anyways, yeah, the mood just changed on chapter 6, 7, and 8, and it's mainly because of the slower pace. Also, I was really happy that there is this academy trope where our main characters are going to the academy, learning to wield sword, learning to control their magic. So I was kind of happy about that, because I do love those kinds of tropes. And yeah, I was really amazed of the magic system and how it is inspired by African culture and also African religion. I don't know if it's African religion, but I am pretty sure that it is inspired by some religious or some religion in the world. And yeah, so far it was really entertaining. Magic system is trying to form and trying to amaze me, but it's really too early for me to really kind of predict what's happening or say anything over. But so far I'm still enjoying it regardless of the pacing. Yeah, this book is really amazing. I'm really happy I was able to go back to reading and read some pages today. So yep. So it is Thursday, 20 p.m. and I was able to read a couple of pages after arriving in the unit, and it's raining. So let me just place it this one first and grab a cup of coffee. Alright, so coffee is ready, and let me just go back to reading. Okay, so it is Friday 19, and I just finished breakfast, so I'm going to continue reading. I'm almost like 70%, I think. More than 50%, I'm pretty sure of. It was really interesting as of this moment because Tao, our main character, his motivations in the story was really established by the author, and now we just have to really follow him and how he is going to reach for his goal, and how these goals of his are or will greatly affect the entire, you know, the biggest plot in the story. The author was able to improve the other side characters, and we are still following our main characters in this academy as he is, you know, trying to train to be a great warrior, plotting for his revenge. So yeah, still a little bit slow when it comes to pacing because I'm still used to, I was still just looking for the very fast pacing on from the very first chapters of this book, but I can sense that it will get better. So hopefully this will end with a bang. So we'll see. Hey guys, it's June 19, and today is the release date of The Last of Us 2, and I was actually expecting that I will not be able to read this. So because I need to play Last of Us 2, but unfortunately there were some problems with me playing the game. Yeah, I think I need to just really wait for the physical copy because I was trying to download the digital one, and then there seems to be a problem with their payment method. It's sad, but anyways, I think that's a sign that I just need to go back to this book and read and forget about the game. So sorry guys, I know I'm supposed to read, but The Last of Us Part 2 just arrived, so bye for now books, and I don't know when I can go back to reading, but I need to play this one first because I've been waiting for this for almost, I don't know how many years now. So it is April 20, and it's 11:23 a.m. and I am on chapter 11, page 367. With my cup of coffee. Let's do this. So hey guys, I just read something from The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter before chapter 12 starts, somewhere between the end of the chapter 11. It was so good, it was so intense. I was not really prepared for that scene. It was so good. It was so good. The Rage of Dragons, the hype is really, need to read this. It's almost 1 p.m. and I just ate my lunch, and look guys, I'm almost done with this one. Hopefully you will be able to finish reading this book, this really great book, before I go back to the office tomorrow. Wish me luck. I will not play for now Last of Us, and I will just have to focus on finishing this book first because this book was so good. Last of Us can wait. So just a quick update with regards to the Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. I am down to the last 50 pages finally, and it was so good. Guys, you need to read this. If you've been planning to read this, or if you've been having some doubts if you're going to pick this or purchase a physical copy, I recommend you guys need to spend money because all your pennies are worth it. This is probably my all-time favorite book, and so far the best book I've read this year. So far, we'll see how the last 50 pages goes. And we are about to end. Here we go. Whew. It's 11 p.m. It's 1:03 a.m. and I haven't finished reading this one yet. I'm down to the last 20 pages and it's so good, guys. It's so good. I thought I'll be able to finish reading this on the 20th of June. Unfortunately, I was so distracted. I did a lot of things. I played with my cat. I played some mobile games. I was so distracted. That's why it's already 1 a.m. and it's Sunday. So I'm down to the last 20 pages. I'll get back to you. I think the next update will be my review or my final thoughts with regards to The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. Oh my god, I just read something from the book and no, I'm down to the last 8 pages, guys, and oh my god, why? I wanted to hate the author so bad for making me feel this way. What have you done, Evan Winter? Like, I was still hopeful. But why? I don't know what to say. Oh, fuck. To be honest, I just don't know how to digest everything that has happened in this book. And I'm not done yet. I still have 8 pages left. And I just can't accept what the... I'm not angry. I was angry. I'm still angry. I think. Yeah, I'm still angry. But there's a new emotion that overpowered my anger. And that is exactly on 514. Page 514. I was so angry before pages 514, 513. But 514 came. Goodbye, anger. Hello, grief. I don't know. I have to read it again because maybe I've just missed something, but it's real. It's real. Just go away. I just finished reading The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter, and I am giving it 5 stars. Without a doubt. Solid 5 stars. I can't decide yet if this is the best book I've read so far this year. I do have some issues with it. Inconsistency with the pacing, but I think it was intentional by the author to give some variations with the pacing because it will be really tiring for the readers probably to read a very fast-paced book. But I've seen books who are very fast-paced and consistent from start to the beginning. In this case, this one started really fast, like really fast. Like you'll catch yourself drowned by the things that are happening, by the information that was being dumped to you at the beginning, and then it started to slow down in the middle, and then keeps on slowing down up until we reached to the climax where everything went shitty and everything went shitty and possible and positive way probably. The pacing in the final chapters were definitely faster than the pacing in the first chapter of the book, Yeah, that was only the pacing. That's my only problem. If we're going to set aside the pacing, everything else in this book is 10 out of 10. I'll say characters were 9 out of 10. especially the main character Tao. I was not a big fan of him. He was so arrogant, but I think it made sense because we need a main character who are flawed, who are not perfect, who have a lot of rooms for improvement. But okay, I'll buy it. But I'm 9.5 out of 10. But the rest, the story, the writing style, the world building, the magic system, it was 10 out of 10. So yeah, this is possibly going to be the best books I've read so far from January to up to now in 2020. And I still can't get over. But yeah, anyways, if you haven't read this, guys, I highly suggest you need to pick this as soon as possible because this book is really amazing. A debut adult fantasy novel where people have been talking a lot, hyping a lot, praising a lot in 2019. I tried my best to have a physical copy since November 2019, and I finally had my copy on May 2020, so it took me around like 7 months to finally own this. I was hoping to have a hardback or hardcover, but I just got the paperback, but I'm not complaining because the paperback cover is way better for me personally over the hardcover cover. So it was so good. If you're looking for an adult fantasy book with a great magic system, with a fresh story, African inspired magic system, well balanced character, well balanced pacing where there's faster pacing and slower pacing. The story, like the story, and how the author was able to build the world, right balance of info dumping, how I was able to build and develop the characters, was able to establish the characters' motivation, and how these motivations really affected their decisions in the story, and how these decisions resulted to the things that happened. It will draw a lot of emotions from you for sure. A lot of emotions. Anger will be the dominant emotion that will come out from you. Anger, grief will follow, and also you'll be thrilled. There's a lot of thrilling scenes, and yeah, those are my thoughts with regards to the Rage of Dragons Alien Winter. It's a must read. The hype is real. It's really good, and you must read it. 5 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. It was a really fun experience to vlog this, my reading journey to Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, leave some comments down below. This is spoiler free. Hopefully I wasn't able to spoil you guys, but don't worry, I just have to review during the editing. I'm really tired now. It's almost 3 a.m. and by the way, I filed leave in the office. Supposed to be that leave from the office should be my time playing The Last of Us, but The Last of Us was not that perfect, but I still love it. Last of Us Part 2. Instead of me playing The Last of Us Part 2, I decided to finish reading this, and it was worth it. I did not regret reading and finishing this today. I was supposed to finish this yesterday, but I was so distracted. But anyways, it was still a really great book, and bye bye. I talk a lot. Good night. I need to sleep. Like